This video is not meant to scare you, but to encourage you.
I just hate hearing the word exam. How do they expect us to learn for 3 weeks, do all the practicals we are supposed to do in 4 months, in 3 weeks, do everything, do our assignments in 3 weeks, and still study and pass our exams? It's no news that the ASUU strike that kept students for 242 days at home has been suspended. And as a student, there are a lot you need to know, because due to this strike, the Nigerian schooling system changed a lot, and this change will highly and definitely affect you as a student. There is no doubt that the ASUU strike has been known for shattering and prolonging academic calendars in great measures. And this disruption goes a long way in adding more months and more years to a student's academic life, which means that a course that has a duration of 4 years with the combination of this ASUU strike will now be 5 years. And one funny outcome of all this grammar I'm speaking is that your ID card might graduate before, did I just say might? Will graduate before you, which actually means that you might not graduate when you ought to graduate. Does this mean that ASUU strike has given all of us automatic extra year? One wonderful thing I love about this ASUU strike is that it gave birth to a lot of businessmen, social media influencers, fashion designers, barbers, and even investors. But there is a little problem we might not be seeing about this. This strike actually forced students to change their student mindset into a business mindset, and that is a price to pay. Now that the strike is over, the crux of the matter is bringing back the student mindset in most students. Comment below if you still have your student mindset intact, or if it's less than 10%. This literally means if you had 100 students in your department, with 50 students being very serious with their studies before the ASUU strike, well, you might need to know that now that the ASUU strike has been suspended, more than 8% of students are not coming back again. Don't ask me why, I will explain. And the number of students that were serious with their studies will drastically drop to 20 students due to what we call discouragement and demotivation to study. That's the reason why some students might not be coming back. As academic learning has been suspended for a long period of time, there are 2 scary ways this will affect all students, including you watching this video and me. 1, no matter who you are, your ability to read will reduce. This will only happen if and only if you haven't been reading since the ASUU strike, which I'm sure you haven't. But if you opened up to 5 books during the strike period, comment below with this emoji. But if you know that honestly speaking you didn't even open a single book, just leave this emoji. Don't be shy. And 2, your ability to comprehend what you are going to learn will not just reduce, but will be very, very low, at least for the first few weeks of resumption, because you are coming from a business mind back to your student's mind. For some students, learning will just be like trying to dig a hole on a cemented ground, which literally means that it's not going to be easy at all. But just calm down, I have you covered. So I'll be preparing and making videos that will help you boost your study life. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, and for more shorter content, follow me on TikTok and also on Instagram, where I post more shorter content that will help you boost your study life. So make sure you subscribe now, because I have a lot of content that will bring back the students in you. Let's get to the annoying part of this situation. Have you played this game called Need for Speed? If you have, comment below. If you haven't, still comment below. Let's know each other. Now that the strike has been suspended, you might need to buckle your seatbelts, because we are about to play a realistic version of Need for Speed. We spent a priceless 242 days out of school, and in order to meet up with the wasted time and tackle the first problem I mentioned in this video, some schools are going to do something that might shock you if they haven't shocked you already. They are going to compress and shorten their academic calendars. You might not see the side effect of this, but I must alarm you. This action will highly affect you in 2 funny but brutal ways. There will be little time for lectures. In fact, as of the time of scripting this video, my school released our academic calendar for the year, and my eyes wanted to fall off when I saw that we have just 4 weeks for lectures. Comment below how many weeks you guys have for lectures. As of the time of posting this video, we just have 3 weeks, barely 3 weeks for lectures. So there is no time at all. This might sound funny to you, but just wait until you hear the remaining parts of it. As I was still checking the calendar, I saw something that almost made me shout. Exam is just 1 month away. I just hate hearing the word exam. How do they even expect us to study, learn, do all the practicals we are supposed to do in engineering? All these are practicals we are meant for a duration of 4 months. How do they expect us to do all these things in 3 weeks and still study and pass our exams. Please be honest, is this not pure wickedness? This strike had a psychological effect on not just the mind of students, but also on the minds of most lecturers. You might not believe what I'm about to tell you now. In fact, believe it or not, the academic life of most lecturers dropped as well due to the strike. So what am I driving at? Okay, let me use this example. If a lecturer wasn't lecturing well before the ASUU strike, now that the strike has been suspended, there is a high chance that the lecturer will do worse. See, as you're coming back, prepare your mind and get ready to be your own lecturer. Why am I saying this? Now, some lecturers, a few of them in quotes, are not going to focus on your learning, but on your pocket. God will help us. My candid advice for you today is, if there is a time you need to start opening books and start studying, it's now. Because some wicked lecturers are not going to be doing more of lecturing. Nah, they're going to be doing more of sorting and collecting money for grades. I know that is not what you want. So, in order to save your head, what did I hit my head? And save your grades, you need to start opening your book right now. You need to start studying. Yes, you need to start studying because, okay, speaking about studying, I'm working on a very interesting video on how to prepare for your exams after the ASUU strike. And this video is just 4 tricks that will boost your chances of smashing. They really work, honestly speaking, of smashing your next exam. So make sure you subscribe now and follow me on TikTok and also on Instagram, where I post more students and study hacks and tricks that will help you boost your study life. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you follow me here. I'm Maxi Fred, if I haven't mentioned that before. Yeah, I'm Maxi Fred, and I will surely see you in the next one. Please make sure you start packing your bags and finding your way back to school. I'll be going back very soon. I'll really miss my home. I'll really miss my home, but make sure you find your way back to school, because some lecturers are up to no good. I don't know what they are planning, and I'll see you in the next one.